Guys, it is Twix, Dom, Rope, Slashy, whatever you guys know me as, whatever you guys want to call me. Today I'm making this video because I want the world to know what Club Penguin Online is doing, what the owner of that game is doing, and the evil, the sickening, the disgust that that community has and that is hiding from you, the user. Many of you guys are going to stumble on this video because someone shared it to you, because you were looking to play a Club Penguin game during this quarantine time, or just because you want the tea. My name is Twix. I go as Twix, Dom, Rope, Pong. I've gone by many names throughout my years of playing Club Penguin, throughout my years playing the CPS community. And today I'm making this video because I need the world to know what it was like for me to work with someone who owned the game that is as popular as Club Penguin Online, and the evil, disgusting, twisted, demented shit that went on that I hid from everyone for so long. I played Club Penguin since I was 7 years old, so in 2007, and then I didn't like the idea that Disney incorporated a membership to wear clothes. I didn't like my penguin being naked. So my friend at the time in 4th grade introduced me to CPS, which stands for Club Penguin Private Server. That is then where I found out that you could be a member, you can curse, you can add any amount of coins, any amount of items that you wanted for free. And I've been in the CPS community ever since. For the last 4 years, I have been staff on Club Penguin Online. I just recently resigned about 4 months ago, 5 months ago. But in those 4 years, I worked and played Club Penguin Online. Now, Club Penguin Online used to go as virtualpenguin.in, and they were pretty popular. That was the server that everyone was playing right before Club Penguin shut down. And then virtualpenguin.in rebranded themselves to Club Penguin Online. Club Penguin Online is ran by someone known as Riley, Anthony, Sienna. That's all the nicknames that he's gone by. He's gone by Ramirez, Mickey, Bugs, God, Jesus, Satan. He's gone by so many different names I don't remember. Riley is a 20-year-old man that his real name is Adeyori Adebowale. He lives in the United Kingdom. He's, like I said, 20 years old. He claims that he goes to university for psychology. And he makes all of his income to pay for college classes through the ads that are on the Club Penguin Online's website. Now, this video, you guys see me playing Toontown. This is a voiceover of me talking to you guys and I guess ranting about why Club Penguin Online is not a good server and why children and everyone should stay away from this server. What I'm going to tell you is going to be graphic. It's going to be disturbing to some, and it's going to make a lot of you guys sick. But the truth needs to be out. I'm tired of going on Snapchat, watching TikToks, and seeing people playing Club Penguin Online, not knowing the evil history behind this game. I have screenshots that have never before been seen, as well as videos of the owner himself that I'm going to all incorporate inside this video. So without further ado, let's get into the video. So this is going to be probably a 3-part series, just because this video is probably going to be pretty long and I don't want to bore you guys. So yeah, let's get into the video. So Riley, let's get into who Riley is as a person and his upbringing, and then we will get into, you know, the other parts of the video. So Riley has been in the CPS community since I think 2013. He used to be on this site known as Riley5.com. It was owned not by him, it was owned by a completely different user, but this was a forum board that the CPS community used where people would develop stuff for the Club Penguin Online community, talk, chill, stuff like that. It was a forum board strictly for Club Penguin related topics. Riley used the username Anthony at the time. He wasn't a known figure in the Club Penguin community. He was still, I believe at the time, I think he was a minor at the time during 2014. Yes, he was a minor at the time. So he wasn't known. He wasn't anyone that the community knew. He was just kind of there. I believe in late 2016 is when Virtual Penguin first aired and first opened up. Now, VirtualPenguin.in wasn't popular. Riley owned a lot of CPSs in the past that failed. He wasn't a developer. He was friends with developers who created servers for him, gave him the ownership, and then he would just basically claim that, he created the server. So he owned VirtualPenguin.in in 2016, and that is when I became staff in 2016. And there was rumors that, Riley was doing some fucked shit. He was asking girls for naked photos. He was, being pervy. But no one really knew if that was true or not. There wasn't enough evidence linking to that. There was screenshots going around of Skype conversations that are true. All the Skype conversations that you guys have seen of him asking girls for nudes, saying that he needs to hire more girls, saying he doesn't care about their age, saying, oh, you're not a good fit for the staff because you're not a girl. Those are all true. I was in that Skype group chat. Before Discord got popular, Riley used Skype. And there was a Skype staff chat for Virtual Penguin, where he would discuss disgusting things with staff members, such as DDoSing other servers, hacking other users, and at one point saying that Club Penguin Online is his kingdom, it is his empire, and he is going to conquer other servers and be the only Club Penguin server, and everyone is going to play it. Now, obviously, at that time, people kind of scoffed at him, laughed at him, but fast forward to now, he is pretty much doing that. Riley owns the biggest server, Club Penguin Online. Club Penguin Online is the biggest server out there. There is no server that has as many active users, as many registered users as Club Penguin Online. And it's very scary knowing that someone like Riley, someone that is as sick-minded and evil as Riley, owns this server. Riley is a pedophile. And, I'm showing screenshots right now going on the screen of proof that Riley's a pedophile. Riley has asked underage girls for nudes. He has gotten underage girls to send him nudes. He has underage girls' nudes saved on his phone. He has two phones, one that he uses to text people, and then his vault is what he calls it. And his vault is all of the nudes and all of the doxes that he has of people in the past. So my nudes are on there. His ex-girlfriend Vale's nudes are on there. His ex-girlfriend Sydney's nudes are on there. My dox is on there. Their dox is on there. Who else knows what's on there? It's all on there. So Riley has asked girls for nudes, and he somehow convinces his staff to defend him and to stand up for him. I did that for him, and it was because I was corrupted by the power that I had with Club Penguin Online. If you protected Riley while you were staff, Riley would not fire you, and Riley would let you do whatever the hell you wanted to do. It's kind of that type of thing that if you do something for Riley, he will do something back for you. If you send nudes to Riley, he will give you admin in return. That's what happened with Chloe. That's what happened with Vale. That's what happened with Sydney. That's what happened with tons of other staff members that just kind of randomly popped out of nowhere and no one knows where the hell they came from. It's because they're sending Riley nudes, and in return, Riley is giving them admin. I have proof of that. The screenshots that you're seeing right now is from 16-year-old Chloe, which is one of his more recent exes, basically telling me that Riley asked for nudes. She sent him nudes, and she, in return, got admin. Now, I want you guys to know that anyone under the age of 18 in both the United Kingdom and in America is considered a minor. Chloe is 16. Riley is 20 years old. What's going on here is Riley is receiving child pornography in exchange for administration. Now, basically what happens is once Chloe broke up with Riley, Riley actually met her. He actually flew to America, to where she lives, and actually met her. And the only reason why I know this is because I have Chloe on Snapchat, and I was there. I saw the photos that she posted of Riley on her Snapchat story. So yes, Riley does have nudes. He does ask underage girls for nudes in exchange for admin or moderator or whatever he wants to do. he has them saved. And that's a very, very scary thing to know that a game like Club Penguin Online that advertises themselves as a child game is collecting child pornography from their users, or from the chosen users, as he likes to tell them. He social engineers these girls into basically telling them that he chose them because of the excellent display that they're showing to the community, and therefore in return he wants to reward them. He's crazy. So I worked for Riley during this time. People say I'm a bad person because I stayed silent, but the only reason why I stayed silent was because Riley had my personal information. He had my address, he had my phone number, he had photos of me, explicit photos of me. I never sent Riley nudes. I just want everyone to know that. I never sent him nudes. My nudes got leaked because he hacked my Snapchat account. Because I pissed him off. So he had information on me, and he threatened me that if I spoke out against him, if I told anyone what was going on, that he would swat me and he would make my life hell. So for 4 years, I was under Riley's control. I was his slave. I did the dirty work for him. I doxed people for him. I hacked people for him. And, you know, for that long period of time, I defended him. If Riley told me to do something, I would do it. No ands, questions, or buts. And that's kind of how it went until recently. I had enough of Riley's shit. I'm tired of Riley hurting people. I am tired of Riley harming people, innocent people, attacking innocent people, and making him believe that he's some type of god, as he continues to tell people. So I resigned. I quit, and now here I am making this exposed video of Riley. And on the screen is all this evidence that I have of Riley doing this type of shit. What else has Riley done? Riley hires people to hack for him. He's not a hacker. He's harmless. He hasn't even created anything. He doesn't know how to code. He's just simply kind of there. He does more of the advertising and marketing for Club Penguin Online. The real owner of Club Penguin Online is a user named Timmy. Timmy runs Club Penguin. He's coded Club Penguin. It is his game, but Riley owns the domain. Riley owns the Discord. So if Timmy were to go against Riley and fire Riley, well, there goes Club Penguin Online. There goes Timmy's creation. Timmy will then be doxxed, swatted, and hacked, just like the former developer Reed. Reed was a former developer for Club Penguin Online before Timmy, who basically had enough of Riley's shit, left Riley, exposed Riley. In return, Riley swatted him, doxed him, and hacked him. And Riley does that with pretty much anyone that goes against him. And if you mention any type of questions to Riley that he doesn't like, he bans you. Riley is also a big advocate on e-dating. Riley loves to date young girls online. He dates minors. He dated Vale, who is a minor. He dated Sydney, who's a minor. Chloe, who's a minor. And currently this girl named Miriam, who just recently they got a Club Penguin wedding. So congratulations, guys, on your underage wedding. I'm happy for you guys. But yeah, Riley... he has done that stuff. Now, Riley, like I said, has doxed me. He has my docs. He has my information. And Riley has goons that work for him. One of his newer goons that replaced me is a guy named Twasin. He's been in the scene, in the Club Penguin community, a lot less than me. But he moved up the ranks very fast because he's now doing Riley's dirty work for him. He's spying on Riley. He's threatening people for Riley. And he's doing everything that Riley asks him to do. And then there's another user named Savannah, who is a girl that knows what Riley's doing, as you can see in the screenshots, but she claims that Riley's being a friend to her because Riley, backs her up or protects her and people harass her. She's under Riley's control, under Riley's brain twist and mind control. But both of these individuals work for Riley, and they defend Riley and his crimes that he's doing. And, they harass people. So, Club Penguin Online, if they see a server that they consider that could take their users, or a game that they see as a threat to their creation, then they will attack. Riley will send his hacker buddies to go ahead and get information on the owner, the staff that runs the game, and then go ahead and harass them, hack the server, or attempt to hack the server, and basically ultimately shut down the game. In a few minutes here, I'm going to go ahead and play an interview that I did with Club Penguin Reimagined's owner and a staff member of Club Penguin Reimagined. Now, Club Penguin Reimagined was a server that was a rival towards Club Penguin Online, and was picking up users pretty fast. Due to the kind of features that they had to offer. And in return, Riley didn't like that and basically harassed the owner and the staff members, doxed them, threatened to swat them, threatened to leak their nudes, threatened just a whole bunch of horrible stuff. And ultimately, Club Penguin Reimagined shut down due to them not feeling safe enough or secure enough to continue. And Riley won. And unfortunately, ladies and gentlemen, this server that we're talking about, Club Penguin Online, has 6 million. Let that number sink in. 6 million registered users. Of those 6 million, about 300,000, maybe 600,000 are active. And, with the quarantine that's going on right now in the United States and across the world, there's more people that are playing the game. So this server is a threat. We have allowed this man, this sick individual, to have this much power. The money that he's making, he is using to have people hacked. He is paying hackers to do these horrible things. You're giving this man money because the ads that run on his site he uses. So he has ad revenue on his site. So for those of you that don't know how ad revenue works, every single time that you visit Club Penguin Online, there is a set amount of ads on the site. If you don't believe me, go on the site and you'll see advertisements. Those advertisements are put there by Riley to generate money. Now, Riley makes the claim that he uses those ads that pay for the server costs. That's bullshit. He uses that money to fly to America. He flies to America to meet his girlfriends, to sexually groom them, or to pay hackers to do dirty work. I never got paid by Riley because my reward was that if I hacked for Riley, if I doxed for Riley, in return I would be a moderator and I would not be demoted. And he did that. So I never actually got paid, but there was hackers, I'm not going to mention their names because they're my friends, but that he has paid in Bitcoin to dox, swat, and to hack people. So the money that is generating from those ads by you guys playing his game, he's using that money to harm the community and to harm innocent children, individuals, and families. So let's go ahead and get with that interview, and then once the interview is done, I'll go ahead and continue exposing Club Penguin Online. All right, so right here I'm in a call currently with Hannah and Jess. Now, to give you background information on both of these people, Hannah was the owner of Club Penguin Reimagined, also known as CPRI, which was not a rival towards Club Penguin Online, but another alternative CPS server that you can play with. And then I have Jess, who was a staff member on CPRI for a while. Pretty good friends, well, close friends with Hannah and good friends with me. Both of them had encounters with Riley. Now, neither one of them staffed for Riley, which is what I'm trying to make the point that Riley doesn't care if you're a staff member or if you're an innocent person. He will go after you if he doesn't like you or if he sees you as a threat. Riley saw CPRI as a threat, and Hannah is going to go ahead and give her input on her experience with Riley being an owner of a server that personally got attacked. And then after that, Jess is going to give her side of the story of her encounter with Riley, never being staff on Club Penguin Online and only having encounters because of CPRI. So Hannah, thank you guys for doing this interview. I know this is considered dangerous in some people's eyes, considering that Riley is more than likely going to try to target us. But Hannah, if you want to go ahead and give your side of the story of your experience with Riley.
So, I was just a community member at first in CPO. I kind of started at CPR, moved to CPO, and heard some things about Riley. Asked around the community, and some people confirmed, some people denied. And I did some more research. Actually, Jess and I and a bunch of our other friends did some more research and ended up meeting an ex-CPO staff member who ended up handing me CPRI over a course of a few months. Um, CPRI got a lot of attention from Riley and CPO staff and community because one of Riley's ex-girlfriends, Cindy, was posing as one of my staff members who ended up being one of my co-owners because at the time she was the only person that knew enough about the community and running a community because she had been in Corey's servers for so long that she was just my only choice. So I chose her to be my co-owner, and then that's when shit hit the fan. We started, before we even opened, like launched, before we even set a launch date, we started getting like DMs from staff members. We started getting rats in our community. Things like some of our photos were getting leaked to like their staff. So there was, potential of stuff that we were doing in a month that they could do within a couple of weeks. So they could have stolen some of our ideas with some of these rats, meaning that rats are dangerous in any community. Over time, once we launched, he started botting our site to the point where people just couldn't get on the servers anymore. He found out a lot of personal information about me and a bunch of my other staff members. He tried to dox me, and at the time, my best friend, like personal best friend, I've known her since I was literally a baby. And somehow, after all of that, after doxing us or attempting to dox us, somehow got her and a few of my other staff members to leave my staff and work for him and become friends with him and be on his side or whatever. And over time, we just kind of like got too many untrustworthy people in CPRI and ended up having to close down because Riley just ended up harassing us so much that we just kind of like lost control of the community, lost control of the staff, and like lost control of honestly ourselves. And we ended up, once around the time that we ended CPRI, us three that are here on this call right now, got a bunch of spoofed phone calls, which looked like they were from each other, but they weren't. They were from Riley. If we answered them, it would be him or him playing some audio of some sort in the background or like laughing or just some weird shit. Yeah. Jess got text messages from him. I got multiple phone calls. We've all got no caller ID phone calls from him. I'm sure some of the other just like random numbers that like look like toll-free numbers were him too, but we just didn't answer them because we just don't answer that kind of shit anyways.
Right.
Now, but
did you have any? Was it only solely Riley that you had experience with, or was it? I know Riley has goons or people that inside for him, like Twassine, Savannah. Did you have any encounters with either one of those individuals, or was it just mainly Riley that was the one that was stirring up the pot?
I'm pretty sure both of them were in our community. I know for sure Twassine was under an alt because he was threatening to ban CPO users for joining CPRI. And then he was basically forcing to choose sides. And during all the time, Riley was like threatening our server, botting our server, literally sending threats as usernames. I'm sure as you've put in this video and some screenshots. I was pregnant and engaged at some of this point, and he ended up harassing me so much that I ended up having a miscarriage, which he threatened upon me and wished upon me. He was like, I hope you abort your baby. I hope you miscarriage. I hope I make you miscarriage. Like, he got on my site and like leaked my fiance's last name and just a whole bunch of crazy shit.
Hmm. And
He
so that was Hannah's side of the story. So Hannah definitely, out of Hannah and Jess, had it the worst due to her being the owner of CPRI. I was there to witness all of this. I wasn't a staff member for CPRI, but I was an active user. But Jess, on the other hand, was a staff member who also got harassed. So Jess, do you want to go ahead and explain your side of the story and kind of your encounter with Riley, and if you have any other encounters with any of the other staff, or was it just Riley?
Okay. I was just a community member, as that's how I met Han actually. At first, I was friends with Kiwi at one time. I don't know if you want to hear about that, but
Sure.
um, when I first joined, I was good friends with Kiwi.
Mm-hmm.
And what started me kind of thinking things were a little weird over there was she would make smaller comments that would purposely try to get me in trouble.
Mm-hmm.
And she would be like, oh, like, repeat what that person said. And then she would ban me. And I would be like, oh, well, why am I in trouble? And she would be like, oh, because you repeated what someone else said. And I'm like, okay, but you asked me to say these things and now you're getting me in trouble. And then she slowly started to figure out the things that we were, like, as Hannah said, we all did some research in our little group chat at the time. And she started to figure out that I was finding out things. So she was making sure, like, I was banned from everything, and then all my friends were getting banned from their site. And I didn't care. I was like, I know the truth about what you guys are doing. It's wrong.
Right.
And she didn't deny anything. So that kind of confirmed what I already knew. And then when Han was handed CPRI, I became an admin on Han's staff.
Mm-hmm.
As she said, all of our staff was a mess for a while after Cindy.
Mm-hmm.
And then when they started leaving and hanging out with Riley or whatever, that's after all the phone calls started, which you obviously know.
Right.
I got texts from Riley's girlfriend at the time, threatening the relationship I was in, that I'm no longer in, but the person I was dating at the time. I had text threatening my relationship. I had texts talking about, like, when I was on the phone with you guys that one time.
Someone also saw your Snapchat story that one time.
Oh yes, yeah. Somebody was. I don't even. Do you know? I don't even remember what I posted on my story.
I have the screenshot.
Oh yes, I did. Yeah, I posted. I was shopping at a store, and I posted something, and somebody DM'd me on my Instagram, or like a random account, or like a fake account, and was like, "Oh, like, I'll buy you the thing you put on your story," and I was like, "What?"
Mm-hmm.
And they were like, "Oh yeah," and they literally described exactly what was on my story and like where I found it, and I was like, "Okay," like I still to this day do not know who was on my Snapchat or where that came from.
All right, so welcome back from that interview. So as you can see, guys, what I'm telling you is not bull. I'm not here to, like I said, to spread lies. I'm just simply here to warn the public. Obviously, I know people are going to watch this video and they're going to still play Club Penguin online solely because they're ignorant or they don't believe so. But just know that when you play Club Penguin online, you're giving this man money to do what he does. But anyways, continuing on topic. So from that interview, as you can see, those were the Club Penguin reimagined staff and owner that both had firsthand experience of Riley, harassing them, causing issues, and making their life hell. If you don't believe me, in terms of, Riley truly being this individual, and I know not everyone who's watching this video is going to believe me. They're going to say, oh, you're just one of those people that got banned from the game and are simply upset and spreading lies. And that's fine. You do what you believe. But if you search Riley CPO on Google, You can look at tons and tons of Reddit posts of Riley's messages and of other Riley stories and his victims coming out against Riley with screenshots and evidence of Riley asking individuals for explicit photos, threatening individuals' lives and well-being. In a few moments here, I'm going to show on the screen DMs of me and Chloe where she told me that Riley asked for nudes, and in return for nudes, he would give her admin. And I actually have DM recordings of this as well for anyone that doesn't believe me. And then I also want to show you guys one of Riley's goons, Savannah, messaging me on Discord, basically telling me that she's going to report me to the police because back in 2019, she added me to a group chat with Riley, where Riley basically leaked all of my nude photos and leaked my address. And I told her that I would hurt her if she ever did that again. Now, obviously, I made a threat, not the smartest idea, but this threat was made a year ago. She recently added me on Discord and told me she was going to report me to the police. I have recording of those DMs if she tries to deny it, as well as evidence of her calling my phone from a no-caller ID number 68 times in total, and then admitting to it. So, performing call harassment. I had to change my number because of her, because she would not stop. She then proceeds to not be able to get a hold of me through Discord or through my number because I blocked her on Discord and I changed my number. So she found my Snapchat, adds me on Snapchat, and then proceeds to message me there. So I'll just post all these screenshots on the video now for you guys to go ahead and take a look. Feel free to pause. But yeah, so like I said, ladies and gentlemen, I'm not here because I want to, spread lies or to, scare anyone. But this is an individual that we're giving power to. Simply how we can stop this individual is just not play his game. Spread the message, spread this video. I am going to make a part 2 video with other evidence that I have because I don't want this video to be 3 hours long. But you need to really make sure that you guys are being careful when you play any type of game that is not owned by a company, because a company has to follow guidelines and procedures in order to operate. These games are ran by individuals like you and me. Some have good motivations behind why they want to run the game. Others have motivations like Riley, where they just want power, they want to feel powerful, they want to feel like a god, and they display that by creating community that gets popular and then running it the way that they do. So please, ladies and gentlemen, if you're going to play Club Penguin, don't play Club Penguin online. Don't play Club Penguin Rewritten. That's a whole nother video, Club Penguin Rewritten. Play other servers. There's other games that you guys can play other than Club Penguin. I know we're all in a quarantine right now and life's boring and whatnot, and trust me, I understand. But there's other games you can play. You could play Toontown. How many of you guys play Toontown? You could play Toontown. There's even smaller Club Penguin servers that I'll link in the description below that are actually ran by good people that just want to create a game that people can relive their childhood, not for monetary gain or anything like that. So check those games out. But please, Club Penguin Online is not a good game. I staff for this game. I one-on-one saw what this game has to offer and the people that run this game. I've staffed for this game for 4 years. I worked for this individual for 4 years. I would not be here right now if I was not concerned. I know what this guy wants. I know what his end goal is, and it's not a pretty one. So don't give this guy any more power than he already has. Let's fight as a community to stop people like him from ever being able to run a game or communicate with children, because he's a child predator that is running a game with tons of children on it every day. 6 million registered users. Out of those 6 million, at least 2 to 3 million are probably children under the age of 18. So please, guys, please, I'm begging you, stay away from this server. If you guys want other proof of Riley, you can search Riley CPO on Google. Look at the Reddit posts. There's even Discord servers dedicated to exposing this individual that I'll link you to as well. So please, guys, stay away. God bless and stay safe.